leap of faith, huh?
Yeah, we must be close to the maze exit.
I think we've reached the final room.
Yeah, and there's an opinion that can't get through. Hey, opinion, who are you?
You are never too old to learn to play an instrument.
Oh, that poor opinion shouldn't be stuck here.
Right. The whole validation instrument seems to be out of order. The light seems to surge from the middle speck. I bet we need to guide the light into the statue, so these turn. They seem to be misaligned. The validation instrument turns on.
Woohoo! Validation. I will serve the mind to the best of my abilities.
We did it! Look at it go!
That feeling. Whoa! Here it comes! Oof! Another cardinal stone!
See? The stone was generated! Getting through the maze was an act of wisdom!
Yeah, it does seem that way. I guess you got that one thing right, Birdie.
You beat the maze using your smarts!
I did whack a bunch of stuff.
Nah, it wasn't just the whacking.
Yeah, you're right. I also rolled. I think that house belongs to the thought on postmodernism. I don't get it.
Don't get worked up, Dusty. It's just a construct of the mind.
So what? So is everything around here.
Whoa!
I think that house belongs...
The compass is still missing 3 cardinal stones: wisdom, justice, and integrity.
2 more and we can close down the circus. The cardinal stone is missing.
The cardinal stone of wisdom. The compass needs all 4 to work.
The cardinal stone is missing.
The cardinal...
Okay, here we go again. The cardinal stone of wisdom.
And think about that garden in the summer. Oh, we should get a swing set too.
We haven't signed yet. The budget is going to be tight. The mortgage and that student loan.
We've already been over this, Angela. I can make it work. We just gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, I guess.
The moral compass is aligning itself. I feel the core reverberating. Knowledge speaks. Wisdom listens.
Exactly! The core knows its wisdom, so maybe you should listen.
Knowledge speaks, Piper.
Hey! Thanks, Go! A bird brain! I'm up here, remember?
Are you joining the fun or what?
Oh, just you wait. My sword is gonna crack you up.
Boo! Your act is so predictable!
Always doing what's expected of you!
Come say hello when you're ready to make some actual change!
Yeah. If we can just find one more cardinal stone, we can raise the compass high enough to get to the jester. Hey, don't we know you?
You are never too old to learn to play an instrument.
Aww, the opinion from the ethics maze has already found its place
Well,
in the
gotta
line.
go.
You are never too...
Uh-huh. The Creed Valley Capitol is just down the road.
There's always something exciting going on in the city.
Something happened downtown. It's scary. Something happened down.
Thanks.
Ouch! 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 Oh no! What's this? Looks like the opinion on justice. It has been knocked out cold.
One of the other opinions must have done this. I'll beat the truth out of him.
Dusty, no! We should investigate this!
And listen to opinions? Sounds like a waste of time to me.
Please, Dusty. Unless you don't think you can do it, chicken.
You're the chicken. Looks like we have a crime mystery on our hands.
Look! The opinion on justice dropped its detective journal and camera.
I guess you want me to use that. Fine. We'll try this your way then. The crime scene is our first clue.
Great! Let's add that picture to the detective journal. Okay, detective. We can keep track of the clues here as we gather them. Should help us establish the events surrounding the crime so we can solve it.
The opinion on justice is our victim. It can't be the culprit.
You're right. Turn its photo so we know it's out of the picture.
There we go. Maybe the opinion on justice. I don't think the crime happened
No
in the
way,
morning.
Dad.
The crime didn't happen in the afternoon. Let's rule out night as the time of the crime. Excuse me, do you know what happened here?
I saw nothing. The opinion on justice has just been lying around on the porch since yesterday. Someone should really do something about this mess.
So, all this happened yesterday. But what time
Thanks.
of day? Maybe someone else knows something.
The opinion on justice.
Well, gotta go.
The opinion on justice has just been lying around.
Sure thing.
The opinion.
Thanks. It's a glass cane. Deadly, but easily breakable.
It's a blunt object. Could that have been used to knock out the opinion on justice?
Good question. I'll put the picture of the weapon in the journal.
The opinion on justice has been knocked out cold. Poor guy.
It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. Long, sharp, and dangerous. Almost too perfect if you want to hurt someone.
Very suspicious. Is there anything that rules it out as the weapon used for the crime? I'm on your side, buddy! Let's see if we can find some more weapons around here before we move further into the city.
Yeah, you're right, Piper. A rusty old shovel. Makes my hands get dirty just from looking at it.
A potential weapon. Did that knock out the opinion on justice?
A rusty old shovel. Makes my hands get dirty just from looking. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
The opinion on justice.
Cool story, bro.
The opinion on
Sure thing. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Hey, Dusty, let's make sure we rule out the right clues in the journal before we move on.
The fragile glass cane doesn't work.
Yeah, it would have broken if it was used to hit someone on the head.
It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Wait, the opinion on justice couldn't be our culprit. Let's flip it in the journal before we move on. Let's look at some of those clues. I don't think the journal is right yet.
I don't think the crime happened in the morning. I've changed my mind on this one. Let's rule out night as the time of the crime. On second thought, I don't think the crime happened in the morning. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the... Long, sharp, and dangerous. It's a glass cane. Deadly, but easily breakable.
It's a blunt object. Could that have been used to knock out the opinion on justice?
It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. A rusty...
the opinion on justice.
Cool story, bro.
The opinion.
Thanks.
The opinion.
Sure thing. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Wait, the opinion on justice couldn't be our culprit. Let's flip it in the journal before we move on.
Let me have another look at this one.
Hey, Dusty, let's make sure we rule out the right clues in the journal before we move on.
Let's rule out night as the time of the crime. You're back on the table. Maybe it's too early to eliminate this one. I don't think the crime happened in the morning. I've changed my mind on this one. I don't think the crime happened in the morning.